Things are looking dangerous, aren't they? But now that Mob has woken up, protecting his body improvement club, the balance of power has definitely shifted back in our favour. But Claw is definitely not out of the picture yet. Plenty more battles to come. Will Reagan get his insurance money? We're gonna have to find out. So they've managed to take down all of the grunts. They've definitely been practicing, those boys. And it started off with just very basic abilities, but and that they're not going to trust him just like that. Yet. But I guess declaring himself like that straight away did put the opposition on unsure ground. And unlike the manufactured grunts of the Claw, these ones have actually started off with negligible powers and have grown slightly. And obviously, each kind of little friend group that we've seen in Mob, they've each had a moment, haven't they? Even the ones that are just looking for psychic powers and end up just playing games. And now all of us really must enjoy when Mob does get a bit excited and his hair goes and his powers get let loose, but we all love our bowl cut looking guy. And be growing up knowing that your brother can cause mass damage would be something to kind of you'd be thinking of quite often. Ritsu might not be able to actually defeat him, but at least gain a few minutes might be nice. Yeah, obscuring his vision isn't going to work. You were told he was a teleporter. And just his calm demeanour, his hands still in his pockets. And if that was anyone else, Ritsu would have just crushed someone between two cars. What's this about his brother going berserk and using his powers? Oh no, a drone army. Is he just suplexing him? Screw technology. Was there need to break the window? Ah, they were getting snacks. Okay. You can see the look in his eyes where he's like, you don't want to do this. So they have to take other people's hard work. Oh no. It doesn't mean that you're above everyone else. I don't think they're going to listen to you about some further lessons. Yeah, hide. We've seen Mob take out the spirit of the plant early on in this season. Well, that's no good. Just someone else using their powers to control others, even if it is flora, sorry. And with someone that can predict movements, does Ritsu actually have some sort of plan? What a burden it is. That's motivation. Congratulations. They've got some backup now. In the confined spaces of the sewers and whatnot. Can you? Yeah, I was about to say, just hold on to him like that. The thing is, he does seem quite good, so all he needs to do is slowly whittle down their numbers. Yeah, that one. Oh. This battle was actually not. not a great foothold there. This battle is actually quite... I don't have words to describe it, but just even for Mob and its use of animation, panicking. Sure he is. Ah, good to meet your acquaintance again. And now you have someone who uses plants as tools and someone who has many pets. I wouldn't open that if I were you. You have just released... Yeah. Blah. Even Mob is like, oh, fuck. And where did all of their bluster about how strong they are as an organisation go? Nice. Even though I've only seen a very limited amount of Attack on Titan, that reminded me a little bit of that. The combination of like bones and tissue and whatnot. Well, Mob's whole thing is people can change. And is he going to actually listen to what Mob has to say after their confrontation? He might just be an observer for now. And the whole, no one can take us down. I wonder if he still has that confidence. Oh, overconfidence. Or maybe just one aspect of it. I was thinking maybe he's just kind of like Reagan, but managed to make this organization. Probably not. Yep, but you did just tell him beforehand. That's not fair. You interfered. Ah, like him. Is there ever such a thing as a happy world domination? At least he did a little bit of research. Well, did he not check his home turf? Uh, yeah, he's an idiot. At least he's loyal. Yeah, you were charging it for 20 years. That that is not the face you want to see your father pulling. I think quite a few of us can remember moments you've probably pushed things too far. I Yeah, it's a good way of distinguishing between them, I guess. So there is a weakness. So now he's going to have to, yeah, change his plans. Be a bit more thorough. Actually using parts of the building and their environment to the advantage for the fight, rather than just being a backdrop to it. Some of those he's managed to read here. Yeah, one of them thinks themselves really high. The other realizes their position in the pecking order of the actual world. This seems to be a very long moment of distraction. Your composure. He got another hit in. Ah, if you're cutting out everything that's not an Esper, then you're also at a disadvantage. Someone without any powers can then step in. He's opened his eyes. There's a reason why we... Oh shit. Pouring all of his power into finding Espers and power. There we go! I called it! Self-defense. Can't take him to court. He's just that powerful. The fact that everyone overanalyzes it. The world is bigger than you realized. Yeah. Just needed Reagan to come along. Yeah, that's gonna deserve a little bit of rehabilitation. I mean, if you've been in the power of a god, you may want to rethink your ways. Yeah, it's a good thing you weren't lying, Dimple. He doesn't want to put the others in danger. What about Reagan? He wasn't hurt. I hope nothing untoward happens to Fart. He's been a good little green wisp, even if he did have ulterior motives to begin with. But the fact that Mob has grown to this degree through, physical effort put in through the Body Improvement Club, but also that people are flawed creatures and sometimes everyone needs to be fixed, don't they? And no matter how deep they are, even with like Mogami, Mob doesn't lose hope that at least something can come out of it. Can we just agree that the greatest moment was Reagan putting down the beatdown? With everyone else mostly staying out of the way so they don't get caught up in it. Please, can you leave? He just wants to collect his paycheck and probably go home and play some games. And with the battle mostly calming down now, since most of the combatants are out of action, and probably regretting that they took a couple packets of crisps from the corner store, we're down to the last few, and unfortunately the last few are probably capable of a citywide disaster if they stubbed their toe. What happens if they get really angry? There's a mixture of motivations and reasoning why they're all fighting this fight, taking down the Claw organisation. Some are ex-members that want to fight back. Some are just protecting their friends, family, and home. Most importantly, getting that insurance payout. And sometimes when there's dramatic fighting and fast-paced action, it's sometimes ever so slightly hard to actually follow the action. Not the case in this one. I don't think there was a single moment where I kind of lost track on what was actually happening. That kind of just goes to show how good not really choreography, but how it was all planned out and how it was carried out in animation. And do you think if that Ultimate 5 guy actually thought of the plants as his friends, it would have turned out differently for him? But there's a few episodes left, and the culmination of the big fight should be coming up, so if you're ready and eager for that, you best wait for the next one, which should be out quite soon. So if you like this, let me know down below, and if you want to make sure not to miss out on the final few for Mob, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to leave your mark that's not just some YouTube data, consider joining onto my Discord. There's a link in the description below. Most importantly though, you may want to rest up. Might be a long battle ahead of us. See you there. If you want to predict my movements in the future, consider joining onto my Patreon. Well, it's less prediction and more just telling me that I need to get on and record some more videos. So, I need to thank Sal, Raywin, Electricant, Arthea, Noku, Shiwan, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Match, Rasmus Paulson, Girly Denman 987, ASD, Doug Shadow 7899, and everyone else. Because my patrons are the good Samaritan to the stolen confectionery that is my channel.